Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm with my good friend EJ Steele. EJ Steele is the founder and CEO of Task at Hand Consulting.
Yes.
But also, I know you, and I want to make sure I get this right, the chairman of the San Fernando Valley Veterans Employment Committee.
Right.
So not only are you a philanthropist, you're a son of a veteran,
Right.
but you're also a business person.
Yes.
Businessman. Let's talk about tell me about CEO Task at Hand.
Task at Hand is a firm that provides customized business solutions to nonprofit organizations, veterans and military spouses, and small business owners.
So tell me about some of the solutions that you're able to provide for individuals.
For example, for individuals, as you know, most veterans, when they transition, it's one of the most traumatic experiences of their lives. So we coach them, we put them in a position so that they can apply for employment. One of our biggest projects is we do a mock interview project. What we do is we bring them in, we coach them, we interview them over a 2-week period, we videotape them, we bring them back after 2 weeks and let them review their work. It gives them a different perspective as far as being prepared for an interview.
Wow, you coach them. So
Right.
you coach them and say, look, you look too nervous, or you might not want to say that, you say this.
Right.
Because it means the same thing.
Lots of nonverbal communication.
Mm-hmm.
You don't necessarily see that when you're on the other side being interviewed, but by witnessing it on a videotape or a DVD clip, you actually get to see where you're
Right.
making your errors and you can correct them.
You know, I can imagine that. You get a young airman, infantryman, or lady, somebody that's just getting back, and they might be stiff, yes sir, no sir. They might not know how to do that interview process because the only job they've ever known is
in the
military.
Also, typically, in most cases, one-on-one situations are when a military person is in trouble with their CO. So there's already some anxiety built in.
Right.
So by videotaping them and allowing them to get feedback, it overcomes that obstacle that they may have as far as being anxious.
How did you come up with the name, Task at Hand?
Well, as we know, multitasking really is a myth. So we really coach our folks and train them to focus on what's immediately in front of them, what that big task is that they have to tackle, and then they move on to the next one. By focusing on the task at hand, which is immediately in front of you, you end up working out much better.
And I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's a different world out there. As an employer myself, different skills that are needed. When it comes to interviewing, it isn't like it was maybe when you went in the military.
Right.
Or several years ago, or you said you help veterans of all ages.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter whether someone's retired from the military or whether someone's newly discharged. The mindset is the same, and it's difficult sometimes to help them move from that military mindset to plugging into the civilian world.
And it might be the only job they've applied for since the first job they had. If they're coming back to you on being unemployed as a civilian. Very interesting, but why veterans?
Well, for me, it's been a very cathartic experience. I'm the son of a Vietnam veteran. Mm-hmm. So lo and behold, when I moved from back east, I found myself working for a nonprofit organization that targeted veterans. And it all just simply fell into place and made sense for me.
Yeah, that really helped them. Tell us about your work with nonprofits.
As you know, a lot of nonprofit organizations have been created many, many years ago. So their documentation, their policies and procedures are a bit out of step with today's market. So what we do is we help them become current. We revise their bylaws, we help them become more profitable, and we plug them into a position where they can pursue new funding, gain new stakeholders, and this all translates to a better service that goes to their clientele as well.
Yeah, exciting stuff. What projects do you have coming up?
Right now, we're working with an organization that has we have a veteran family that has a coffee business. Mm-hmm. The gentleman he's out of service. His wife is still in Afghanistan. So we're working with them to build a coffee business. Mm-hmm. Also, we're working on a documentary film project to chronicle the lives of veterans before, during, and after military service. Mm-hmm. Finally, I'm working with a nonprofit organization down in Los Angeles that's building a veterans homeless program. They're going to work with veterans and their children to get them services as well.
Wow, you got a lot going on.
It's okay.
Yeah, trying to serve others and those that want to reach you, those that want to reach out to you and get this professional advice so they can secure a job and have the life that they defended our country to have.
Absolutely.
How can they reach out to you?
You can reach me at CEO@taskathand.org.
CEO@taskathand.org. Yeah, very good. And a phone number?
323-514-9889.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all you do for veterans and the San Fernando Valley Veterans Employment Committee. You're a real hero to so many people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, EJ Steele, founder and CEO, Task at Hand Consulting. We're going to jump to a quick break and we'll be right back.